Hi children, good morning. How is your work going on? I think you are doing well. Okay, so welcome back to our session. So what is our topic is going on? It is light, reflection and refraction. So in the last class, what do you mean by light, what is reflection and what is the refraction we have seen. So, and what do you call for incident ray, what is incident ray, what is the reflected ray, we have seen. And today's class, let me go for laws of reflection of light. What are the laws of reflection of light? It's very important for your 2 marks children. Copy down this one in your homework book. In the next homework session, you have to submit for me. Okay? So, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So, what do you call for this line children? It is the normal ray. It is the normal ray which it is passing. This ray, see the arrow mark, how it is coming on the mirror. We are having the plane object. That plane object is nothing but here, it is the mirror, and which it is falling from. Maybe it is a torchlight or a source or any other sunlight, these are all which the ray is passing on the mirror. When it comes and meet towards the normal ray, it is going to reflect it. So, what is our first law? The angle of, so where is that? Here, which it is forming the angle. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflected ray. This is incident ray, normal ray, reflected ray. So, what is the first point? The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Understood? Let me go for the second point. Yes. The incident ray, the normal ray to the mirror at the point of incidence and the reflected ray all lie on the same plane. So, what is the plane here? What we are having? It's a mirror. What is this children? It is a mirror. Mirror is the plane thing. Then what ray is this? This is the incident ray and this is the normal ray and this is the reflected ray. Where it is lying? On a same plane. The three also will be meted at a point. So this is our second point. The incident ray, the normal ray to the mirror at the point of incident and the reflected ray all lie on the same line. Or else you can say like this also. Incident ray, normal ray and the reflected ray all lie on the same line. Okay? Once again, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Then the incident ray, the normal ray and the reflected ray all lies on the same plane. Okay, understood? Now let me go for the characteristics of these lines. Okay. Let me see the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. The image formed by the plane mirror is always virtual and erect. That means if you stand in front of the mirror, how we can see our face as it is or some other face or it's small or big or anything. No, virtual face as it is how we are. There we can see our virtual and the erect image. Next, the size of the image is equal to that of the object. Our size, how much it is there, like that only it will be. There will be no changes. The image formed is as far behind the mirror and the object is in front of it. So, the image formed is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. Next, the image is laterally inverted. If you show right hand, it seems like it has the left hand. If you write the P, it will show for us ulta P. A, it will be always like that. So, the image is laterally inverted. So, these are the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. Next, let me go for the differences between what is the real image and what is the virtual image. The real image, the rays actually meet at the image point. Where the image is going to meet, there you can see the actual meet at the image point. The rays appear to be diverged. Diverge means it will be dividing. The rays appear to diverge from the image point. It is going to meet at the image point, and this one it is going to diverge at the midpoint. It can be taken on the screen. On the screen we can see very easily. It cannot be taken on the screen because it is going to diverge it. Next, it is always inverted. It is always erect. Inverted means ulta. What we are seeing the right as the left right. But in that, no. As it is, we can see. So these are the differences of real image and virtual image. Next topic is lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. The inversion of the left hand side of the object to the right hand side in the image and vice versa is called as lateral inversion. Means if you see towards to the left hand side, we can observe towards to the right hand side. If you are seeing towards to the right hand, it will be seeing towards to the left hand side. So this inversion only, we call it as the lateral inversion. What do you mean by lateral inversion, children? The inversion of the left hand side of the object into the right hand side in the image and vice versa. Vice versa means like that only. It will be continuing. It's called as the lateral inversion. Okay? Understood? So copy down this one also in your homework notebook, and when you are coming to show for the homeworks, you have to show these definitions. Okay, children? Yes. So by this, today let me end up our session. Tomorrow, spherical mirrors. What do you mean by spherical mirrors? In that, how many types are there? Let me see in the tomorrow's class. Okay? Thank you. Here are the laws of reflection of light. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So this side, your left hand side, you can see the tag, children. Which type of ray is that? That is the incident ray. And the middle, what we are having, that is the normal ray. And this side of your right hand side, which one it is having, that is the reflected ray. So the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. You can see the angle in between of them, that is the same. That means equal. Next, the second point of the laws of reflection of light is the incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incident, and the reflected ray all lie on the same plane. Where these all the rays are going to lie? On the same plane. Plane means here it is the mirror. So you can say that the incident ray, the normal ray, and the reflected ray all lie on the same plane. So these are the two laws of reflection of light. So this is very important for your 2 marks, children. Next, let me go for the characteristics of image formed by the plane mirror. The image formed by the plane mirror is always virtual and erect. So what we are seeing through our eye is that object, and what it has formed the image is virtual. So that red orange color is the object, and blue color what you are seeing is the image. So both are also in the same side. That's why we call it as virtual and erect. The image formed by the plane mirror is always virtual and erect. The size of the image is equal to that of the object. So when we are seeing through the mirror, our size also will be the same. Next, the image formed is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. So we will think that the image formed is far behind the mirror. To the mirror it will be very far, we will think, but the object is in front of it. And the image is laterally inverted. What we are seeing, the object is P, but the image, how we can see children, that is like inverted P. So these are the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. And let me see the differences between the real image and the virtual image. Already I have explained for you. And let me go for lateral inversion. The lateral inversion of the left hand side of the object to the right hand side, the image, and vice versa is called as the lateral inversion. So these are all points you have to note down in your homework book, and when you are going to submit it, that means maybe today or Friday, you have to submit this one for me in the homework notebook. And the first point what we have discussed, that is the laws of reflection of right. Write 2 times in your homework notebook and you have to submit it, children. Okay, thank you.